Hi, Mike. It's hard to tell you how I feel, but you know that I love you, that I have always had protected you, and I hope that this getting out, retiring from the military, like Dad, will teach you some good things in your life. And always remember that your brother is you can count on when you need something. And your kids will always love you forever. And the military helps you a lot, and that's why we had sent you the military as soon as you graduated in high school. You're only there for just a week time and you're in the Navy. But I just want to let you know I'm so proud of your, it's hard for me to say, accomplishment. And that's it. Always remember, Mama loves you. Love you.
Welcome to today's retirement ceremony for Senior Chief Calloway.
You will not work another day in my fucking Navy. I will fucking kill you. Right? This fucking going the fucking nuts at me. Right? He's just fucking yelling at me, and I'm sitting there going, permission to speak freely, sir. Right? And he's like,
Anton Ericello, arriving. Retired Chief Mark Soto, arriving. Senior Chief Michael Calloway, arriving. The national anthem will now be performed by AZ2 Catalan.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight on the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does the star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Let us pray. Thank you for this day you have given us and for this occasion that brings us together as we celebrate and honor Mike. I thank you for his many years of faithful and honorable service to our nation, as they have been a part of our military, which has brought freedom and peace to many people around the world, while preserving our very own. Thank you for the impact Mike has undoubtedly had on countless other sailors, as he has molded, mentored, and trained character, competence, and commitment both in and out of uniform. I pray that all of us gathered here today will be inspired by his career and achievements to seek to excel in our remaining time in uniform or civilian service, to be examples of integrity and excellence, to also finish the course honorably as Mike has done. Finally, Lord, I pray that you would bless this time today with your presence and that you would be honored as we celebrate this joyous occasion. In your holy name I pray, amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, Anson Ericello.
Just for you, man. Just for you. All right, welcome everybody to Senior Chief Calloway's retirement. Welcome his family, friends, shipmates. First of all, this is an absolute honor, so thank you very much. I appreciate you letting me be part of this small part of your retirement. A little bit of part of your career, but a small part of your retirement. I first met Mike in VAQ 135. I was an AM2. He was a chief. That's where he showed me the ropes of shadow boxing, showed me the ropes of expeditionary squadrons, being able to responsibly have fun in Nellis and on detachment to Fallon. But truly, I think what gravitated the majority of us to Mike, not saying more than the other chiefs, but we all kind of really gravitated towards him, was just how much he truly cared about us, not so much production, right? So I think leaders in the Navy, we kind of get a little lost in production and making sure we meet those numbers, but Mike never really cared about that. He cared about us more than anything else, and the production just followed suit. From there, I transferred out of Whidbey, not know if I'd ever see Mike again. I ended up in VFA 27 in Japan when I was stationed there as an AMC. A few months into it, I'm looking at a prospective gains list, and there was AECS Michael Calloway on the list. I was stoked. I was a little bit of a fanboy. I talked about him a lot, and I talked him up big time to everybody. Like, you guys can't wait till this guy comes here. He's going to be incredible. He cares about people, real power horse, and we're in a little bit of a downslope of our mess, and we really needed someone to come in and kind of bring us together. And he did that from day one. Right when he got in, like he always did, he just cared about his people. And that's something that I tried to bring along with me throughout my leadership positions throughout the Navy. So thank you. Last quick thing I'll talk about was during my bail. During my bail in Japan when I was leaving. Got a little bit of grief from a lot of the goats as I was getting ready to possibly chuck my anchors, right? I'm sure some people in here know about that. Sorry, Freddie. But Mike stood up in front of everybody in my mess and made it a point to let everybody know that if I was fortunate enough to be selected, he'd be the first person to stand up and salute me. And getting that kind of acceptance from someone that you admire is pretty amazing. So getting that for me was kind of a big check in the block and made me pretty happy on my way out. So thanks again, Mike. That was you probably didn't know it was a big deal at the time, but that meant a lot to me, so thank you. Last bonus thing, I think I've owed you this for about 10 years now. So those of you that don't know, in the room next door, you'll see a POW MIA table. And there's a POW MIA table in most DFACs, most galleys, most messes that you go to. And there's items on that table that all have a meaning. I'll go through a few of those. The smaller table than the rest of the tables in the room, that symbolizes the frailty of one prisoner against many. There's a white cloth on every one of those POW MIA tables that symbolizes the purity and of our country's honor. There's an empty chair that depicts the face of the unknown. It could be for any POW or MIA. There's a Bible that represents the higher power of our country's honor. There's a black napkin that is for the emptiness that person leaves behind, that our comrade leaves behind. There's a lemon that symbolizes the bitterness of our comrade's fate. And there's an inverted wine glass on every one of those tables to remind us that that individual will not be there to cheers with us this evening. So that's all I got. Thank you, Mike. Congratulations for an incredible career, and thank you again for letting me be here.
Ladies and gentlemen, retired Chief Mark Soto.
How's everybody doing? Pretty good?
All right.
Mike, I was his 10th choice to come up here. Because him and Freddie actually hit me up at the same time. So, just going to talk from the heart. That's a lot of things that me and Mike always talked about was coming from the heart. Known Mike for, wow, over 10 years now. And before that, he was already a name on the flight line. Through our course of VAQ 135 and all that good stuff, Freddie, Gary couldn't make it. Gary said, hello, congratulations, and congratulations on your safer flight. It took you long enough. I don't know if you remember that. Yes. However, awesome. I myself just recently retired in January. So where I'm going with that, Mike, is the whole world is your oyster now. Now you have a chance to make what you put off for so many years. The selfless sacrifice you gave to every one of your sailors, to every one of the chiefs, every one of the officers, you can now apply that to yourself. Because now you have the opportunity to not say, I don't have time. Yeah, I don't have the time, nor I'm getting ready to deploy. So now you can do you. And in the civilian world, it's kind of a culture shock, okay? Because they, in the Navy or any military, they teach you how to fold your socks, but they don't teach you how to become a civilian. But where I'm going with that, Mike, is the heart that you have, you won't have to worry about it because you already know what you need to do. There's not a thing that in this world that you're not going to accomplish. It seems intimidating at first, trust me, it is. However, it's amazing. Through our course of our friendship, being chiefs together, going through the trials and tribulations of what we did as a career, all culminates to right here. It's not a stop. I still have sailors that reach out to me for guidance, and I know wholeheartedly that people are still going to reach out to you. Chiefs mess, warrants, officers, all of them. What you take in your next path in your life is going to mean more to you because of what you learned in the Navy. You can always be a leader, but you can always put it off to the next time. I appreciate the friendship. I learned a lot from you. I learned how to laugh. I learned how to calculate gas mileage in Alaska. So quick story on that. Freddie could attest to this. We decided we're going to go up to the Arctic Circle, all right, on a tank of gas. And the one person that was driving that would not listen that we needed to get more gas was Mike. So as we're traversing the great wilderness of Alaska, sitting there, we get to the Arctic Circle, take some pictures, look like Yetis and all that good stuff. We're driving back, and we're at a quarter tank on the Yukon.
On the side of the road.
That's where the mosquitoes ate us.
Yes.
So we're on our way back. Mike's like, no, we got this. And me and Freddie are freaking out like we're going to, become the Alaskan bush people and pitch a tent and figure out how we're going to explain this to the skipper that we're stuck in the Yukon. So we made it back, and luckily we pulled into the gas station right when the car turned off.
Calculated.
Calculated nothing. It was luck.
That's math, bro. Math.
But where I'm getting at with that story is, Mike, you paved your own road. You've paved your road from when you're an E1 to where you're at now as a senior chief. Live by your rules, but don't ever forget where you come from. And you never did. But no matter what, you have brothers and sisters in here, regardless of the rank, that are there for you at any time, any moment. And we know you have the same. I appreciate you making me the 10th person you called to do this. I love you, brother. We're the Expendables. And it's a complete honor to be here today to celebrate this with you. Thank you.
Will Ensign Ericello and Senior Chief Callaway please step forward for awarding citations? Department of the Navy. This is to certify that the Secretary of the Navy has awarded the Navy Marine Corps Commendation Medal, Gold Star in lieu of third award to Senior Chief Aviation Electrician's Mate, Aviation Warfare, Michael A. Callaway, United States Navy, for meritorious service while serving as Maintenance Senior Chief, Petty Officer, Strike Squadron 9-4, from August 2021 to June 2022, demonstrating superb dedication and expertly led 168 personnel in the correction of 12,910 maintenance discrepancies, ensuring the safe execution of 1,347 flight hours with an impressive 94% sortie completion rate. Additionally, his mentorship enabled 72 divisional qualifications, 11 collateral duty inspectors, 27 advancement, 12 re-enlistments, and 2 safer flight qualifications. His superior performance of duty, this tour highlights the culmination of 26 years of honorable and dedicated service, Senior Chief Callaway exceptional professionalism and selfless devotion to duty reflected credit upon himself were in keeping with the highest tradition of the United States Navy. Given this day, the 24th of June, 2022, signed C.N. Hurst, Captain, United States Navy. Fleet Reserve of the United States Navy, this is certified that Aviation Electrician's Mate, Senior Chief Petty Officer, Aviation Warfare, Michael A. Callaway, was transferred from active duty to Fleet Reserve of the United States Navy on the 31st of July, 2022, after 26 years of service. This certificate is awarded as a testimonial of faithful and honorable service. Signed, C.M. Campbell, Commander, United States Navy. Will the family of Senior Chief Callaway please join Ensign Eric Hello at the stage? Receiving the award, this award will be AO2AW Melanie Callaway, Michael A. Callaway Jr., who's not here with us, Mary Lou Torigian, Lawrence Torigian, and Richard Callaway. Certificate of Appreciation from the United States Navy. To all who shall see these present greetings, today, after completing 26 years of service, your father, your son, has ended a career of honorable and faithful service to his country, and his efforts are sincerely appreciated. By the authority vested in me, it is my pleasure to express the grateful appreciation of the United States Navy to you for enduring the frequent and long separation from your father and your son as he served his country. These months, indeed years, that he spent away from you constitute a clear and noble demonstration of his love for you and his family. You see, he left you in order to ensure that you inherited a safer world. To those who say a single man cannot make a difference, I say wrong. Your father, your son, did. He made the Navy stronger and kept our nation safe. With his service to the Navy now complete, he will be able to spend more time with you in the future. The United States Navy and the officers and the crew of Strike Fighter Squadron 94, thank you all, your father and your son, for enduring this separation. Signed, C.M. Campbell Jr., Commander, United States Navy. Senior Chief, please be seated. Not you. Everybody else, please be seated. It's my first time.
Don't worry, it's all on camera.
This is going on YouTube.
Senior Chief Callaway will now be presented by a gift by his friends. Senior Chief Callaway will now be presented with the United States flag. Ensign Spencer will now read Old Glory. Flag presenters, post.
I am the flag of the United States of America. My name is Old Glory. I fly atop the world's tallest buildings. I stand watch in America's halls of justice. I fly majestically over great institutions of higher learning. I stand guard with the greatest military power in the world. Look up and see me. I stand for peace, honor, truth, and justice. I stand for freedom. I am confident. I am arrogant. I am proud. When I am flown with my fellow banners, my head is a little higher, my colors a little truer. I bow to no one. I am recognized all over the world. I am worshiped. I am loved and I am feared. I have fought in every battle of every war for more than 200 years. Gettysburg, Shiloh, Appomattox, San Juan Hill, the trenches of France, the Aragon Forest, Anzio, Rome, the beaches of Normandy, Guam, Okinawa, Japan, Korea, Vietnam, and the Persian Gulf, and many score of places long forgotten by all but those who were there with me. I was there. I led my soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines. I followed them and watched over them. They loved me. I was a small hill in Iwo Jima. I was dirty, battle-worn, and tired. But my soldiers cheered me, and I was proud. I have been soiled, burned, torn, and trampled on the streets of countries that I've helped set free. It does not hurt, for I am invincible. I have been soiled, burned, torn, and trampled on the streets of my own country. And when it's by those who have served with me in battle, it hurts. Bit I shall overcome, for I am strong. I have slipped the bounds of earth, and from my vantage point on the moon, I stand watch over the uncharted new frontiers of space. I have been a silent witness to all of America's finest hours, but my finest hour comes when I am torn into strips to be used as bandages for those wounded comrades on the field of battle. When I fly at half-mast to honor my soldiers, my sailors, my Marines, and my airmen, and when I lie in the trampled arms of a grieving mother at the graveside of her fallen son or daughter, I am proud. My name is Old Glory. Long may I wave. Dear God, long may I wave.
Flag detail. How about face? Post. Ladies and gentlemen, the man of the hour, Senior Chief Calloway.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for coming. I didn't write a speech because I don't do things like that. I never have, never will, I don't think. Mr. Eric Carroll, thank you for making it. Thank you for the speech. You did mean a lot to me growing up, because I was still growing up the same time you were, believe it or not. But I tried to be a mentor as best as I could. Thank you for following the footsteps of the rightness and not so much the wrongness that I would preach sometimes, because I know we all have our faults. But I appreciate it, and thank you for the kind words. Mark, Expendables, always. I remember the Beach Club. I like that place too. Cougars. I'm just kidding. And then Freddie, thank you for being the MC. I will always remember our time doing Bible study over in New Orleans. So that's what we did. We're sticking with that story. Mom, thank you for all the support throughout the years. Thank you for being here for me always. Oh, shit. And you've been a big support of me, and I appreciate you for being there my entire life. Dad, I would not be where I'm at without your help, and I appreciate it. You've been there this whole time. Anytime I need you guys, you're always there. Yep, I'm gonna need some water here real soon, huh? Melanie, I love you. Thank you for being the daughter that I always wanted. Your dedication, the way you did things, made me actually feel like a good father. Seeing you work on the cars in order for you to get a driver's license was amazing. I can sit there and drink my rum and cokes while you changed the oil and rotated the tires for all the vehicles. It was awesome. And then when your dad got drunk, guess what? You got to be my Uber for free. Christopher, my little brother, you helped me out, whether you know it or not, through boot camp. He was born in Great Lakes, and here was the hospital that I can see from what we called our ship. And I was having some hard times there because if you guys know me, I just don't know how to shut my mouth at all. And I always speak what's on my mind, and I got into a lot of trouble when I was in boot camp. But out my window, I can always see where he was born, and I kind of used that. I attached myself to that to push me through without getting lost. So thank you, Chris. And Ronaldo, I know we've had a up and down relationship in the beginning, but there's always new days and always new times. And I know that I love you, and I always will. So we will make things better. Other than that, I mean, the Navy's the Navy. I'm proud to be here. I'm proud to serve this long. And I've met so many wonderful people. Bethany, you are amazing. You're probably one of the best AOs that I've known in my entire life. And I don't mean that as a joke. That is the truth. Please stay who you are, because you are amazing. And that's why I was telling Fred, I was like, yeah, she needs to be there. Well, she's pregnant. I don't give a f, she's coming. So also now, I'm actually stationed in Lemoore. And I've got 2 sailors here that make me very proud that they actually made it up here. PS1, if you don't mind standing up, please. So this is my PS1 there. She checked in, well, after I did, I think, what, maybe, well, no, you were there on leave. Yeah, you were on leave. So then I got to meet her after she got back off on leave, and she's been a big support, a group like me and her. We had a lot in common, so we were talking, and she's helped me out through a lot of my own issues. And I'm so proud that you're here, and thank you so much for being here. YN2, if you don't mind standing up. YN2 is also in my squadron. She came out to come see me. She is probably one of the hardest YNs that I ever seen working in my career. I mean, usually I would make fun of admin, but I'm gonna tell you what, this admin department is amazing. And please keep up the good work and push on for the rest of the sailors for me. Thank you for coming. I know Gamp when he was 81. Now he's a lieutenant. How do you like it, sir?
It's good.
All right. Well, I'm hoping you don't forget where you come from. And then I got Justin Boot back there. He's well, we were good at first, and then we kind of went rocky, but then we were good again. But now he's going to be a CMC, so have good luck with that that heads and beds deal. But I'm so proud that you made it here as well, right? 135 is an amazing place. It was. We grew up together there. I mean, that's to be no shit. I mean, me, Freddie, and Mark, we all, and what you call Justin, we all kind of grew up there, and we kind of got better, I think. We all made ourselves better. Vic Baines, my Iraqi brother, the Cheeseburger King. Bro, I love you, and I'm sorry I forgot about you until today. That's the truth. Until someone said, hey, where's Vic at? Ah, I forgot. And I do that a lot. I'm sorry. Chappie, part of 135 crew. Sean, he's still part of 135 crew, even though he wasn't serving with us, but Sean's an amazing guy. Let me tell you a story about Sean, right? I know his wife, and if you guys don't see him, he's a little guy back there. Yeah, yeah. So we're in Fallon, Nevada, right? He's married to one of the sailors that I worked with, and I'd seen him before, but we didn't really know each other. And we're in Fallon, me, Freddie, and Gary Martinez, which is not here. We're drunk as fuck, and we're walking, and I hear, "Hey, motherfucker! What the fuck are you talking about?" I'm sorry about my language, by the way, if there's kids in here. I think there's one, but I'm a sailor. But he was like, "Oh, what the fuck you gonna do about it?" So I start walking over there, and then we got the officer here going, "Stuff it." That's it. There you go. So I go over there, and they're like, "Hey, that's a big guy, Panda. Just leave him alone." I'm like, "No, that. I'm not gonna stop." Then I saw, "Oh, Sean, what the fuck?" But that's how I actually got introduced to this guy. Good dude, Sean. I love you. I love your family, and I'm so proud that what your company has done and how big it's gotten from the beginning, bro. It's amazing. Keep up the hard work, bro. Ah, Mikey, you made it. I see you back there. So I've known Mikey since he was a fucking airman, and we got in trouble. So there's a story I got to tell you about Mikey, right? So it's me, Mikey. Hey, and you probably shouldn't put this on camera. We're outside in Vegas, right? Was it the Hojos? Yes. Yes, so we're at the Hojos, right? So I'm going to tell you a little story about when I was a young airman Callaway and couldn't stay out of trouble. We decided to do something that we shouldn't have, and I ended up getting ran over by a car. I'm not going to get into details because I'm not going to incriminate myself, but I got ran over by a car. But ever since then, me and him have been really close. really close. All right, so yeah, he's like, stop it, you're getting too deep. It's the alcohol, I'm sorry. All right, but other than that, that's all I got. Hey, thank you guys all for coming. Oh wait, one last thing, man. Chris Zafra, that is my prodigal father. I'm sorry for all the fucking pain and anguish that I have gotten you into. You remember Ricky, the CMC? He wouldn't yell at me anymore. So the CMC, I would come in my uniform and it was fucked up. Like I didn't give two shits about my uniform. I just went there to work. I had 8802 all over it. It was back when we had dungarees, by the way. I don't know if any of you guys remember dungarees, but 8802, Brian, you're here, bro. And I had 8802 all over my shit, and so the CMC would come out and he'd look at me and he'd get fucked. And he's a black guy, but you can see him turn purple, and then go upstairs. And then next you know, Z would come out and be like, what the fuck did you do this time? I'm like, I don't know, man, I'm working. Thank you for taking care of everything and actually sheltering me from all that pain. Chris, you always will be my prodigal father, and I will always come see you every time I'm here. That's all I got. Thank you, guys.
All right. Senior Chief Callaway will now present his daughter and his mother with a bouquet of flowers. Would all past and present CPOs please stand? The retired CPO creed will now be read by retired Master Chief Bill Jensen.
You have on this day experienced that which comes to all of us who have served on active duty in our Navy. I say our Navy because your departure from active duty in no way terminates your relationship. By law and tradition, U.S. Navy retirees are always on the rolls, ever ready to lend their service whenever the need arises. The respect you have earned as the Chief was based on the same attributes that you will now carry into retirement. You should have no regrets. Do not view your retirement as the end of an era, but rather orders to a new and challenging assignment to form a form of independent duty. Remember well that you have been and will always be an accepted member of the most exclusive of all fraternities, the United States Navy Chief Petty Officers. The active duty chiefs salute you. Retired chiefs welcome you. I wish you the traditional fair winds and following seas.
This order has been passed on naval ships since the 1500s. Through today, Spanish, French, English, and Dutch. Yes, every Navy in the world has used the boatswain's call and the side boys to bring aboard or send ashore its officers, visiting officers, and all visiting dignitaries. The side boys will raise and lower the boarding platform so officers would not have to climb the rat lines when going ashore or aboard. This honor was extended to visiting officers, dignitaries, and port officials. It was not uncommon for the commanding officer of the ship to order up a jolly boat and crew of 8 strong backs, side boys, and boatswain to send an old shipmate and a fellow officer to his ashore retirement, to send him home, never to sail on naval ships again. All hands on deck was passed, and speeches were made about great victories battles fought upon the open sea, raging storms, and expeditions to strange lands with ports of call others will only dream about. Then, a fine sword, a brace of pistols, a rifle or a musket, or maybe a sea chest was presented to remind him of the crew and ships with which he had served. The bosun will stand tall the side boys, and the retiree will request permission to go ashore. He stepped to the platform, and the side boys will lower away. As the jolly boat pulled away, the gunner will fire a salute from the ship's main battery, and the retiree sat in the sheet stern, going ashore. In the late 1700s, the United States set sail with new ideas, new goals, and desire to build traditions that would stand the test of time. The U.S. Navy led the way in providing honors for the crewmen. The 1800s saw enlisted men holding retirements for enlisted men for the first time. The captain would allow the jolly boat to take the enlisted retired ashore. After the Civil War, the commanding officers began to hold enlisted retirement ceremonies to show the crew that they and the Navy recognize the contributions of the enlisted crewmen. Today, our Navy recognizes most of the honors, traditions, and ceremonies. But time does not give us the freedom to do all these things from the past. Nevertheless, we still have to stop all engines, lay about smartly, and drop anchor to pay honor to one of our shipmates going ashore. We honor the years served, the guidance, the leadership, the friendship, and the expertise that you, Mike Calloway, have freely given us for 26 years.
While some of us were in our bunks at night, my dad stood the watch. While some of us were in school learning a trade, my dad stood the watch. And yes, even before some of us were born, my dad stood the watch. While our families watched the storm clouds of war brewing on the horizons of history, my dad stood the watch. He stood the watch for 26 years. He stood the watch so that his family and fellow countrymen could sleep safely and soundly at night, knowing that a sailor stood the watch. Today we are here to say, shipmate, your watch stands relieved. Daddy, you stand relieved. I, your princess, has the watch.
Side boys, post. Bosun, stand by to pipe the side. Shipmate, going ashore.
Rich go ashore.
Senior Chief Calloway, United States Navy, retired, departing. Senior Chief Calloway, United States Navy, retired, and family, departing. Ladies and gentlemen, this now concludes this retirement ceremony. On behalf of Senior Chief Calloway and his entire family, I would like to thank you all for attending. Please join Senior Chief Calloway and his family for refreshments at the bar.
I bet you won't. That's like my favorite day you? Don't make it awkward. I couldn't take the card.
Hey Michael, again thank you for putting this on me. It was not easy, but we got it done. All for you. You're my brother forever and ever. So thank you for letting me be part of this ceremony. Thank you.
Hi Mike, congratulations on your retirement. Join the club. I wish you all the best, and we definitely all have to hang out together.
Do not screw this up. Have a good retirement.
Thanks for letting me do this for you, bro. I appreciate it. I really hope that meant a lot to you. It meant a lot to me. And my speech that I did is inside your little binder. So read it from time to time. Let me know. Love you, bro.
Hey, what's up, Mike? Hey, I made it, man. Hour and a half drive just for you, brother. Wouldn't miss it for the world. Congrats.
Mike, you're welcome. I taught you everything you know. We've been through so much, and I blame you for half the stuff we went through. So, happy retirement, brother. I'm here when you need me. Love you, man.
Hi, Panda. Just want to say congratulations on your retirement, and pretty surprised that you didn't bring up the whole Bratburger, me burning down the barracks in Japan today. That would I've kind of expected that during your speech, but hey, congrats to you. Good luck in the future.
Mike, it's for you, man. Appreciate your inviting me here. That awesome retirement, and you're always going to be remembered as my prodigal son. And when you're retired, you know this is his phase of your life, man. Just good luck to you. Love you, brother. You are my great, always excellent electrician that I ever know. Right? Appreciate it. Good luck.
Hey, Micheletto. Thanks for your 26 years of service. Just wanted to let you know I'm very proud of you and I love you. Salute.
Hey Mike, it's Dad. Hey, love you. Congratulations. 26 years, that's awesome. Enjoy the rest of your time. Love you.
Hey Dad, I just want to say congratulations. You know, you deserve the civilian life that's about to be ahead of you. Thank you for raising me the way you did. You know, I'm a hard-headed person, but that's where I gotta go, you know, to get all the way to the top like you. But congratulations, and I love you so much.
I'm Ron Burgundy. Oh wait, I'm sorry, I'm just kidding. I'm Panda. Hey, I wanted to give a shout out to, first and foremost, VAQ 132 for helping me out on this whole fucking ordeal. I'll tell you what, hey, Gunn over here is an amazing man. He's doing the filming. Freddie Mascara, he fucking took care of me. I gave him some last minute orders and this dude helped me out, and he's the officer, but yet, you know what? I do my thing. And so, Whidbey Island, Annette, here's Annette, right? Annette's the greatest in the world.
I love him.
But I love her to death, and I'll tell you what, Whidbey Island has been everything and then some to me because of not the weather, because the weather sucks, but the people are amazing in this place, and I will never forget them. That is true to my heart, and I can't believe that I'm leaving sometime soon, but you know what? I will always come back, I promise that much.
Stupid. Oh my goodness, got me.